Hi guys, welcome to GaitaMaker TV. I'm Gustavo, and we are very excited to tell you everything that has happened in Lorient Festival this year. So for me it was the first, but for Gustavo, not the first.
Yeah, I was there in 2013 with my Irish band from Brazil, Oran. Also, I played with a Bagad, Kevrenoré. At the time, they got the third place in the Championnat de Bagadou. That happens every year in the festival. So they were there this year also, and they got the third place.
I was really impressed with the Bagad. I knew them from CDs and watching them on YouTube, but the sound is incredible. Playing on the street is incredible.
And it's different when they are in a competition environment.
Yeah.
They grow up in quality very much. They sound really amazing. They combine the gaitas and bombarde all together with the percussion in a very special way.
What I find interesting is that the Bagad in Brittany, they don't sound Scottish. The guys, and we were like, what the hell, they're playing a minor third in the bagpipes, but we know for a fact that
the great Highland bagpipe
doesn't have a minor third.
Yeah.
I was like, wouldn't this be heresy in Scotland, so
and in Brittany
that's okay.
Well, I want this to play a minor third, so
Eles ficaram em sexto no Lorient, mas ganharam o total. Quer dizer que eles foram muito bem.
For me, it's almost like a soundtrack for a movie, and not really a pipe band. And to be quite honest, although I love the Scottish pipe bands, when the Bagad enters, it's just a completely different sound level and the percussion, and they have, those combinations of like 6 different bass drums, and the guy just plays it as if it was a bass, a bass guitar.
They do it like a bass line. It works more orchestral way than a pipe band, which is just a marching band with the pipes and the percussion. Bagad has mostly bass drums, tom-toms, tenor drums, snare drums, and the snare drums are Scottish. They use the Scottish snare drums. They use the Scottish pipes.
The great Highland bagpipes,
and then bombarde in different tonalities and
Binu.
Sometimes the Binu, bagpipes from all the world.
They invite musicians no matter what. If they want to invite Brazilian percussionists, they do. You played back in 2013?
In 2013, I played with a guy from Réunion. The Isle of Réunion. Which is really interesting. He played traditional percussion from there. And in 2014, they had a whole group from this place together with the band.
Yeah.
So this is very much into the spirit of the festival. The interconnection of the Celtic nations, and not just the Celtic nations, but other nations too. Everything mixed together is very much the spirit of the festival.
What I find interesting is that the so-called Celtic nations were there, represented. So it was
most of them.
Yeah. So it was Galicia, Asturias, Brittany, of course, then Wales,
Cornwall, and
Ireland, Scotland, and Ireland. Yeah. So Portugal was not represented there. I don't think Portugal was ever represented in Lorient.
No.
So it's the 47th edition. Yeah. So that's a little bit disappointing for us. And when people said, "So, are you Galician?" No. We're Portuguese. We're playing
Galician gaitas.
We're playing
Portuguese gaitas.
Yeah, we're playing.
Do they have gaitas in Portugal?
Yeah, and they should have had delegations from each country, right? So each one of the Celtic nations represented there should have a delegation, but that's not what really we found, right? So we had a hard time finding Irishmen.
Yeah, they had the pavilions, except Asturias.
Yeah.
In this year, which is usually a really nice pavilion.
Yeah.
But the other pavilions didn't actually have people from the country.
Yeah. Well,
Ireland didn't have.
Wales, not so sure.
Wales didn't have.
Yeah.
Just the musicians. Even I think even the Scottish pavilion.
I'm not sure.
Didn't have much people from Scotland.
Yeah, that was a disappointment. However, Isle of Man and Cornwall, they were really cool, and they were keen on speaking about their own parts of the world, right?
Yeah. Even people that made food in this pavilion were from
the respective countries.
So it was really this was really nice.
Actually, we quite enjoyed Wales.
Yeah, I enjoyed Wales very much. They rocked.
Yeah.
This time they rocked. They had really good bands.
Yeah.
And the pavilion was really nice.
Cool. And it's always packed. We had a hard time. I always had to climb into this wall that was there to see over the top of the hill to see who was playing. It was always packed. And the corner where they had Cornwall, Isle of Man, with a very nice stage in the middle, was also very cool.
Really good music there.
Then there was two disappointments in my view, which was Asturias was not there, unfortunately, this year.
Yeah.
And you told me that it was always one of the best pavilions.
Yeah. One of the greatest pavilions and more open.
Yeah.
One of the more open pavilions that has different things, not just Asturian
you could play
music.
whatever kind of music there.
Yeah.
That was cool.
They had Galicia was there, but they had just one band playing most of the time, so it was not.
It was a
that
huge
good.
pavilion, but mostly empty. Let's say, right? It was mostly tables and benches for.
But we had a great session there.
Yeah, we had we had a session.
We met great musicians there, and the Irish pavilion was not that good.
It was strange. Right?
They had some good musicians, but not that.
I don't know. It was strange. Well, you really have to experience it, right? So it's different for everyone.
It changes every year. So it's almost the same every year, but the pavilions change a little bit depending on the conditions and the nation that is invited as the nation of the year. So
I would guess that it depends on who's visiting as well, and
Sure.
and the weather, which keeps changing.
This year was not that good.
No, well, the last days we end up coming back with a really, really hot day. Well,
it ended well. So.
yeah, yeah, and then the concerts, right? And
Yep.
I had a few. I mean, one concert was Xavier's concert. You hadn't.
I hadn't.
Yeah, I knew it, so I knew what I was going to
But
see. Yeah,
amazing.
absolutely,
Amazing.
yeah, as usual.
What a presence.
Toco para mi hermana, toco para mi hermana, ay toco para mi hermana. Para otra no le toco, aunque me pase la madre, ay aunque me pase la madre. Arriba, hay que cantar, jalando por su acatada, botan flores, todos deben ser los amores.
After Xavier's concert, we saw Catherine Tiquel, which was much better than I was expecting. With that, well, they were all wonderful musicians, but that cello player, yeah,
Wow.
that cello player was incredible.
She was something.
Yeah, so I knew a little bit about Catherine and the music that she made, but I wasn't familiar with this project, and it was really nice. So Xavier and then Catherine's project, and that night was, I think we chose the right concerts. Yeah. So guys, that's it. If you enjoyed this little video and enjoyed knowing about bagpipes all over the world, and especially gaitas, Iberian bagpipes, just subscribe down below, and let's keep in touch, guys. Bye bye. Muito bem.
Tome muito cuidado com o seu pé direito.